Hi there, Poke fans. I am your humblest Charizard fan. You're watching Pokemon Gym Challenges. And as you can see, we are still stuck in the sewers, trying to find our way to Berg. And doing the whole thing over there. Now what I'm doing is just experimenting to see if I can walk over these little walkways or these little arches. But apparently I cannot. So these arches are quite a big problem for us while the sewer is empty. Now you can get to Berg with or without the water being there. That is not really a problem. Of course, if there is water over there, you need surf, I think. But at the moment I am a little bit lost. Obviously, getting lost happens quite a lot to me. This specific episode is going to be a little bit shorter than the regular episodes because I think I'm going to stop just before actual gym battle. But we'll see if and when we get there. Right now we are facing off against the Grimer, and we're not doing too bad, but it is giving us a little bit of trouble. Gave us quite a decent amount of experience over there. Didn't actually block us over up into the next level, but I suppose that is how things are. And here we have an empty room with a trash can in it. Can anyone tell me what the purpose is of this specific room? Maybe there's a purpose for it in the post game or something, which we are not going to be playing in this specific game. For the purposes of this game, we will consider N to be the champion because he gets there before we do. When we redo this challenge later with a different speciality, we will actually go through up to the real champion. I can't remember his name just at this second. So here we have two new Pokemon to face, or a new combination. I can't remember if we ever faced a Grimer and a Zubat together. If we had a Pokemon with Earthquake, this would be a perfect combination because you can only deal with one of the Pokemon with Earthquake and the other you'll have to use a different kind of attack like Psychic or Electric attack or a Rock attack. That is all that will be super effective. If, as is the case with me, if you don't have any access to any of those attacks, all you'll have to do is get your hardest hitting attacks, whether it is physical or special, because that is all that is going to get you out of the situation with some reliability. As long as you're hitting for neutral damage at that point. So where do we go? Did you notice that you can't even see that little arch from where we were standing? Even this one. If you step away one step, you can see there's an arch over there that blocks our way. But from where I was standing, you couldn't see that there was a blockage or something blocking us. And why can't we go over this little wooden path over here? And we are really running out of repels at the moment. Don't know if what I'm doing is actually worth anything. Here's a little or a large stairwell, but we don't go there at the moment. Maybe we've already been there. No, I wanted to go down this passage over here first to see if it doesn't lead to anywhere. So why didn't I go up that stairwell over there? Did I go up there in the previous episode? Okay, so that is just water dripping on our head. Have I ever been down here? I don't remember. Yeah, I've been here. That only leads to the entrance to the sewer. But I don't recall ever being in this area over here. Huh. Did you see over there that my Magby and my what is the evolutions of Typic? Embo. No, not Embo. Is it Embo? No. Anyway, that they were on the same level. So I did my job over there. And we finally encounter some plasma grunts. I hope it's plasma. Yep, plasma grunts. Which means that we are on our way to the correct area. So all of that exploration into the swamp, not swamp, into the sewer to the back over there was a complete waste of time. All we needed to do was go straight ahead and just go over here. We would have gotten there much quicker. And that is exactly the area where Scald does very good for me. A fighting type attack would also have done quite well because of the dark typing, which is weak to fighting typing moves. This time I chose to use a fire type attack against this Scraggy because he was already only on 1 HP. Okay, so we managed to defeat these two guys, and guess who we are going to run into right now? Yep, the gym leader, Berg. So finally we get the HM strength. All we need now is a HM mule to whom we can teach strength and who will help us go about all over the place in terms of surfing, but that comes later. Now I could just say it already up now that there is a perfect legendary that I could have used if it was available in this game, and I would have used it if it was available, and that is Volcarona. I mean not Volcarona, Volcanion, because he is water and fire. I hope in the new generations they combine those typings again. Not necessarily for the starters, because the starters need to have their 3 of power, but just a random catchable Pokemon somewhere that is also fire and water would be a nice Pokemon to have. Although that combination probably works much better as a mythical or legendary. So as you can see over here, we have gotten to the back of the sewer, and there's a cave system back here. Now you remember that guy in the previous episode that had a drill bur. I think it's a drill bur. Or the pre-evolution. Anyway, this is where he would have caught that Pokemon. I assume that since he is a sewer worker or a janitor who works in the sewer for some reason, he would have had access to this area over here, and he would have been able to capture that specific Pokemon. And only in that case it makes sense for him to have it. Because as an adult you only have access to the Pokemon that you encounter at your workplace. Now you might have captured it as a child already, but I assume that by this time it would have been fully evolved. I think Big Knight would do very well with Big Knight is the name I was looking for. Big Knight and his evolution Embo would do very well having a Earthquake as part of its repertoire. Maybe a Rock Fall or Rock Smash or Rock Head or something like that as well. Now, as you may have noticed already by this time, all of my repels has run out. So I have, for the sake of speeding up everything, I have edited out all of the encounters I have over here that are not trainer battles. Another scientist we are fighting, and oh boy are we lucky to have a fire type, a fire flying type in Fletchender. You can do your defense all you want, but it will do nothing against the flamethrower, because we are attacking your special defense, not your physical defense. Okay, coughing. Let's keep battling, because we want our Fletchender to level up, and I think flamethrower is the best move to go for. And in the perfect world, it would, even though it does faint over here, in the real world it would also faint the Pokemon, because it will cause a massive explosion. And to be even more realistic, it would cause some significant damage to us as well because of said explosion. But if you want to add that into game mechanics, I would say it would do less damage than either self-destruct off or explosion. Maybe do 100 points of damage. Granted, that would probably kill us as a Fletchender, but that would be an interesting thing to consider. If you're fighting a coughing or a wheezing and you're using a fire type, you better not be using fire type attacks, because that does damage to you as well. Now, as you can see over here, I'm struggling to get up those stairs because my bike keeps overshooting the area I want to go through. I was afraid that would be a Pokemon to fight, but luckily it is a red shard. Now I will do some off-screen grinding for shards over here, because there are some attacks I want my Pokemon to learn. And here we have our Woobat. And this is exactly why I thought that having Woobat and Zubat together fighting you on a 2-on-2 battle would have been a very good idea, because you get both of them in this almost same area. Granted, the Zubat is in the sewers and this Woobat is in this cave over here, but traditionally Zubat are found in caves, and there's no reason for this Woobat not to go into the sewers, since it is basically open. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you have an opinion on this issue or idea. It's not an issue, it's an idea. Time to go back and get some healing, and Iris is waiting for us. So now we're going to go heal up a bit, and I think in the next episode is when we are going to actually face Berg. We are nearing the end of this episode, so please consider subscribing to my channel, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and sharing it with your friends. I always forget that one. Sharing it with your friends. While I heal over here and collect some metals from this scientist over here. I hope you enjoyed this episode, even though we were just running around in the sewers and getting lost half the time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. As we leave the Pokemon Center and go and camp out right in front of the gym.